Welcome to Train Signal. You're watching an overview of remote desktop services. In this lesson, we're going to start off by discussing what exactly remote desktop services, or RDS, is. Then from there, we will discuss all the various role services which are included as part of RDS. I'll talk to you about some of the changes that were made when we went from Windows Server 2008 to Windows Server 2008 R2. We'll discuss licensing, and finally we'll go in and install something called the Remote Desktop Session Host. So to get things started, what is Remote Desktop Services? Or again, very often you'll see it abbreviated as RDS. Well, RDS is a role that you will find in Windows Server 2008 R2. And this role provides access to session-based desktops, virtual machine-based desktops, which is obviously how this all relates to this particular course, and applications that are running on centralized servers. So the idea behind remote desktop services is just what it sounds like. You remotely can get a desktop or application that is truly running on a centralized server. Now, these remote sessions can be accessed from either within your corporate network or also from outside the network via the internet. So if you put that all together, you can probably see where remote desktop services can be a very, very powerful thing. Now, I will tell you before we go any further that the majority of what we're going to learn in this lesson and the next few lessons, all which are related to remote desktop services, this information really is extremely valid whether you are running a virtual environment or not. Okay, so this is material that you probably should know whether you are running in more of a physical environment or in a virtual environment, either way. Now let's talk about some of the role services that we will find within the RDS role. Okay, and as you can see here, there's quite a few of them. The first one I have listed is the one that we're going to actually install in this lesson, and that is the Remote Desktop Session Host. This enables a server to host a desktop or application sessions. Now, what do I mean by desktop or application? Well, one of the nice